Peyton. This is Sully and Aunt Tess. Congratulations on your new puppy. We are going to do your first training video this morning to help you get started. You've been putting the drag line on Cashew, so that should be working well. This is the same kind of thing for Sully. If I were in the house, he would just be wandering around and I would have this on him. If I went and sat down somewhere, I would just have the end near me and he would not be able to go very far. That's the biggest reason for this, is so no matter what's happening, he can't go very far. You can, especially when you're outside, you can use a longer one. I do when I had them outside in the beginning, I would use a longer one than this. It's more of a drag line, and this gives more room. And that way, if we walk around, what I do with this is, even as a puppy, he's free to explore. Cashew's free to explore, but look how long the line is. So if he gets away from me a little bit, all I have to do is step on the line. I don't have to worry about really quick rushing and grabbing him, because that will startle him, startle Cashew, and startle reflex, which becomes a problem later on. And then I just grab the end and I just pull him in, I shorten it, and I bring him to me. He's pretty much an Aunt Tess dog, so he stays pretty close to where I am most of the time. The other thing you can do, instead of using that, I also have all kinds of tools. This one your dad can make right at home. You just have to have a hook, and you just get some really durable, I don't know exactly what kind it is. It's just a thin little line that you can get at any hardware store, or even, I think I got this at Walmart. And I just use this, and I would hook this to his line. And as you get a little more control and you can predict a little better what Cashew is doing, this is just to make sure she doesn't get into trouble, and that you're always connected to the other end of wherever she is. So I can walk around all over the place and let Sully wander, let Cashew wander, but I have the other end so that if there's an emergency, if there's a car coming, there could be a car coming around the corner, and all I have to do is make sure I have the end, and I can just sort of pull her in. Now, that will bring us to our next video, where I'm going to show you a little bit about treats, because that makes it a little easier when you do the luring to get them to do the behavior that you want. I know Chase made you a little treat pouch. Here's mine. My version is just, it's on a belt and it goes around. But there's all different kinds. There's some that can hook onto your pants. And you just, you keep them, you keep the treats out of sight. You don't really want Cashew to know you've got treats, although she'll smell them. But you can keep them in your pocket. You can keep them in a little bag, in your pants pockets. Sometimes, if I'm just sitting around the house, I have these in little places, just little Tupperware containers, and I'll set them somewhere so that if he does something good, or I tell him, or I just want to do a quick little training, I'll sit here and say, sit. And then I go on and do what I'm doing. So that's it for this basic training. Oh, one more tool I'll show you. This is, I think I talked to you at one point about teaching the place command, and we'll do that in another video. But this is what I started the place command with. Just so there's a spot for Cashew to go that is marked, and she knows exactly where she's supposed to be. Sully, place. Yes. All right. Okay. Last thing I'll show you in this video before we get to the actual training parts is when you have a treat. Good boy. Okay. When you have a treat, because as they get older and they get stronger and more excited and they like the treats better and better, Cashew may start sort of almost biting at your hand to get to it, and one of these days you could actually get bit and get bloody. So the way you hold the treat is you tuck it right in there so that it's secure, but it's also cupped. Now watch. Sully, wherever the food is, dogs smell the food. And see that? I've got his attention, but he can't get the food yet because I've got it stuck in there. He can't get it till I release it. Now he got it. Another way, I hear Capone scratching at the door because she wants her turn. We'll bring her in another video. And then what you do is I lure him. Because he knows it's here, wherever the food goes, his head's gonna go. It's an automatic thing, and especially with a puppy, wherever the food is, you can lure his head. Yes. Okay. All right, that's it for this video. See you in part 2.